Happy Friday, last day of the week. I hope you guys have been keeping up with your work folders and that you're ready to finish up your last few assignments for today, and that you're giving yourself 2 days off this weekend so you can celebrate your mom and tell her how much you love her for Mother's Day and appreciate everything that she's doing for you. We love our moms, and I hope that you all have a great Mother's Day. Today, just a couple of quick announcements. In your ReadWorks, your reading comprehension, you're going to be focusing on animal instincts, which is aligning back up to what we've been studying in science. Make sure that you're looking for your text evidence and really looking at what the question's asking you. If they're asking the words why or how or to explain, that you're answering appropriately. In Florida Studies Weekly, you're going to be taking your next test. Make sure that you are listening to the articles again, you're reviewing your notes so that you're ready to put things in order in a timeline, you're able to identify things in a photograph, and you're able to correctly relate the answers that you're looking for in each of those questions. In math, continue to review your geometry vocab so you're ready for next week's test. Today, our book that we're going to read is a story called Faucet Fish. Elizabeth loved fish. She spent every Saturday at the aquarium down the street, drawing her favorite ones. Everyone at the aquarium knew her. The aquarium librarian let her take out all the best books. The fish feeder let Elizabeth give snails to the octopus. The plumber even let Elizabeth help clean the fish tanks. At home, Elizabeth had only a guppy. She wanted more than that. Mom, can I have a piranha? No, Elizabeth, you may not have a banana. We're eating lunch in just a minute, said Elizabeth's mother. Mom, did you hear me? I said I want a piranha. It's a kind of fish. I already have a fish bowl for it. Elizabeth kept several fish bowls on hand in hopes of using them someday. One fish is enough, Elizabeth. Maybe in a few years when you're more responsible. Eesh, grumbled Elizabeth. One day, Elizabeth was washing her hands in the bathroom sink. Suddenly, plonk, a trout plopped out of her faucet. Oh boy, said Elizabeth. She ran to get one of her fish bowls. Mom, Elizabeth called, look, a trout. Yes, dear, said her mother, but she wasn't listening. The next day, while Elizabeth brushed her teeth, a flounder flopped out of the faucet. Elizabeth couldn't believe her luck. Dad, said Elizabeth, why do flounders have both eyes on the same side? Elizabeth, show me your project later. I'm busy now, said Elizabeth's father. Nobody ever listens to me, said Elizabeth. Elizabeth turned the water on again just as she expected. Another fish appeared. This one was a little larger than the others and didn't quite fit into any of her fish bowls. Elizabeth gathered up all the allowance she had been saving and hurried to the pet store. She bought 3 large fish tanks and hauled them home. The next day, a moray eel oozed out of the faucet. A clown triggerfish followed, then a squid showed up. Soon, there were tanks full of fish on every shelf in every corner. Catfish, dogfish, jellyfish, and rays, stinklebacks, halibut, lumpfish, skates, swishing, zipping, and splashing with delight. Elizabeth's parents hadn't noticed. Elizabeth thought she should bring it to their attention. I just love having all of these fish around, she said at dinner. That's nice, dear. Please pass the pepper, said her mother. Elizabeth tried again. My favorite fish so far is the sea dragon. Look, it's watching us. Personally, my favorite dish is cauliflower, rutabaga, pie, but maybe I'll make one tomorrow, said her father. After dinner, Elizabeth decided to take a bath. She had just turned on the water when a giant mouth appeared. Elizabeth jumped back and waited while the creature finished squeezing through the pipes. Soon a baby beluga whale splashed into the tub. Elizabeth sighed. There's no room for any more fish, much less a whale, she said. It's time to make my parents listen. She stomped down the stairs. Mom, Dad, I've got a problem, Elizabeth said. Don't worry, dear, said her mother. Most children think they have problems. Okay, you guys listen to me, said Elizabeth. There are fish coming out of the faucets in my bathroom. Oh my, when I was a child, I thought there were snakes in the heating duct, said Elizabeth's father. But there really are fish, said Elizabeth. Don't you see them? Before her parents could respond, a rumble from above interrupted them. What's that? Said Elizabeth's father, looking up. The ceiling tile shook and clacked. A trickle of water dribbled onto the kitchen table. Is it raining? Asked Elizabeth's mother. A clanging, banging sound came next. The trickle became a small waterfall. Ceiling tiles clattered to the floor. The noise grew thunderous. I think we should get out of the way, called Elizabeth, pulling her parents to the side. Suddenly, the ceiling split open as something huge and gray came whooshing down. Crash! The beluga whale looked sweetly at Elizabeth's mother from the tub. Elizabeth, can you explain this fish? Asked Elizabeth's mother. It's a beluga whale, Mom. Yes, honey, but what is it doing here in our kitchen? It came out of the faucet. It must have been too heavy for the bathroom floor. There are lots of others. I've been trying to tell you. I'll call the fire department, said Elizabeth's mother. And I'll call the National Guard, said Elizabeth's father. Elizabeth patted the whale on the head. I'll call the plumber from the aquarium. He'll know what to do, she said. The plumber arrived and got right to work. My, looks to me like you've got yourself a fish jam, he said. Yep, traffic jam of fish. Happens when the aquarium pipes cross with folks piping. It's a lot more common than people think. What? Said Elizabeth's mother. They don't like being stuck in a pipe any more than you would, he explained. The only thing to do is to turn on all the faucets and let them out. Elizabeth and the plumber shut all the windows and turned on all the faucets. Then they let everyone outside. The house filled up with water. Soon there were fish peering out from every window. Might as well turn your house into an aquarium, said the plumber with a wink. Can't live in it now. Elizabeth shouted, yes! Her parents gasped. Elizabeth and her family moved to a house nearby. Elizabeth's old house became a home for wayward fish. Elizabeth took excellent care of them. And from then on, Elizabeth's parents listened very carefully whenever Elizabeth spoke, especially when she mentioned a new hobby. There are snakes in that picture. The end. Today in the comments, I would like you to tell me what is your favorite type of fish or creature that lives in the ocean. All right, have a great Friday. Enjoy our new Read Aloud Restart, and I can't wait to see you. Bye.